Hey there! So, does it feel like the world of AI is just moving at light speed? Like you've been wanting to jump in and start using tools like ChatGPT or Gemini, but you just feel completely overwhelmed? Well, if that's you, you are in exactly the right place. We're going to build your personal AI blueprint together, step by step.
It's a really common feeling. You hear about hundreds of new AI tools, it seems like every single week, and you're left just wondering, where do I even start? That feeling of being paralyzed by all the choices, it's real. And honestly, it's what stops most people from ever getting started in the first place.
But today, we are going to change that. We're going to cut right through all that noise with a really simple 6-step blueprint. This process is going to help you bring any AI tool into your workflow, whether you're writing or coding or even creating art. It's time to make AI actually work for you.
So here's our roadmap. First, we're cutting through the noise. Then, we'll build your foundation. After that, we'll master the art of conversation with AI, and finally, learn how to take a first draft all the way to a final product. It's really a journey from confusion to confidence. Okay, part 1, cutting through AI noise. Now, the secret here, and this is a big one, is that the first step has absolutely nothing to do with picking a tool. It has everything to do with focusing your intention. And here it is, our entire blueprint in one shot. It's this simple. First, you choose a goal. Then, you pick one tool, create an account, talk to it like a person, refine the results, and finally, you use the output. That's it. It really is that straightforward. So, let's walk through each one right now.
And that brings us to what is, without a doubt, the single most important step in this entire process: choosing your goal. The biggest mistake beginners make is they go hunting for a cool AI tool. Instead, I want you to look for a problem you already have. Just like the slide asks, what's a task that just takes way too long? Or what's that one thing you're constantly putting off? Start there.
So maybe your goal is about writing, getting over that blank page for a first draft, or just banging out emails faster. Or maybe it's coding, like having a tricky function explained to you, or drafting some unit tests. It could be for business tasks, or even creating images for social media. Just pinpoint one single need. When you do this, you instantly shrink hundreds of tool options down to just a handful.
All right, now that you've got a goal in mind, let's move on to section 2, building your foundation. This is where we get you all set up, and it only takes 2 quick, easy steps. Step 2 is to pick one tool. Commitment here is absolutely key. Why? Because it completely kills that decision fatigue and lets you build muscle memory with just one interface. I know it's tempting, but resist the urge to sign up for 5 different things. Just pick one and stick with it. Then, step 3. Create an account. And here's the best part. Almost every major AI platform out there has a pretty generous free version. That means you can start playing around with zero risk.
So, based on those goals we just talked about, here are some great places to start. If your goal is writing, just commit to either ChatGPT or Gemini for a couple of weeks. If you're a developer, focus on GitHub Copilot. The point is to just pick one and get going.
And now, we get to the real heart of the process, mastering the conversation. This is where the magic really happens, and it's all about learning how to communicate effectively with your new tool.
I want you to completely reframe how you think about AI with this one simple analogy. Think of your AI tool as a highly intelligent but kind of uninformed junior assistant. It's brilliant, but it knows nothing about your project until you tell it. You have to talk to it just like you talk to a person. And this right here illustrates the difference perfectly. A bad prompt is just a command, a grunt. Write a report. The AI has no idea what you want. But look at that good prompt. It's a real conversation. You're giving it a role, a task, some context, and even a tone. The difference in the quality of what you get back, it's going to be night and day.
So let's break that down. A great prompt really has 4 key ingredients. A role. Tell the AI who you want it to be. A task. Tell it exactly what to do. Context. Give it the background info it needs to succeed. An audience. Tell it who this is for. If you can get those 4 things right, you are golden.
But hey, don't put too much pressure on yourself right away. Your first 15 minutes with any new tool should just be fun. Seriously, just play around. Ask it to write a poem about your dog, or explain quantum physics like a pirate. The goal here is just to get comfortable having a back-and-forth conversation.
Okay, on to our final section. From first draft to final. This is what separates the beginners from the pros. It's all about understanding that the first answer you get is just the starting point. It's not the end. So let's say you give it a pretty good prompt and this is what you get back. Our service is good. New clients like it. It helps them a lot. I mean, it's not wrong, but it's not very good either. This is your first draft. Now we put on our editor hat.
The key is to stay in the exact same conversation. Don't start a new chat, just give it some direct feedback. Something simple, like, okay, make this more formal, and can you add a statistic about client success?
And boom! Look at that difference! The AI takes your feedback and instantly gives you something much stronger, much more professional. This back and forth process of conversation and refinement, that's where you're going to find the most value.
And you can use all sorts of simple, powerful commands to shape the output. Ask it to add bullet points, to change the tone, to make something longer or shorter. You are the director here, guiding your assistant to that perfect final product.
Which brings us to the very last step. Number 6, use the output. The value is in the execution. Copy that refined text and paste it into your document, or your email, or your code. Then, and this part is really important, apply your final human polish. Fact-check it and make sure it actually sounds like you.
And that's the whole blueprint. So, to recap, find your problem first, then commit to one platform. Start with the free version, have a real conversation. Give it feedback to edit the results, and finally, integrate and polish the output. That's it. 6 simple steps to take you from feeling overwhelmed to feeling empowered.
You now have the exact plan to go from feeling lost to feeling in control. The time to get started isn't next week or tomorrow, it's today. Just pick that one goal and take that very first step. So I'll leave you with this final thought. Take a look at your own to-do list for this week. What is the one task that you're going to tackle with your new AI assistant?